Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I'm David Moss, and we are on the road again with a very special show we're calling Passion and Purpose. And this is one of those feel-good kind of shows. That's right, we're going to meet people who really make a difference, who go out there and do nice things for people. It's their passion, and they do it for purpose. And it's going to be a terrific show. You're going to love it. It's going to make you feel good. And we're going to start right here in Medina at a place called Cups Cafe. Well, Tim Van Arsdale, I found your place, Cups Cafe, and I see a lot of folks over here enjoying a bunch of different stuff besides coffee, so it's not just a coffee shop, is it?
No, we serve all kinds of goodies here, usually soup sandwiches, casseroles, pastries, donuts, whatever's donated.
Yeah, donated, so there's the word. I was going to sneak up on that a little bit because we're talking about there's a purpose to your passion for doing this, right? How did this come about?
Really, it was kind of a calling from God. I was working in a nonprofit agency before this, working with youth, and I felt like I wanted to do something more for them here in Medina. God kind of put it on my heart to start a free cafe for youth. So that's really our heart, is the young people, to give them a safe place to go after school. Something, food for their belly, and kind of be big brothers, big sisters.
Okay, so you have to have a place for them to go, a place to be. So you got this dining car, a real train car, which is pretty interesting. How did this fit together and come to you?
Really, we weren't looking for a train car. It was...
Who is?
Yeah, we just wanted to open a cafe, and
right.
The way it all kind of worked out, this space was available to lease, and so we were able to renovate it and kind of make it a little, more modern and kind of put it together. Our hope was really to create a space. When I get a chance to describe it, think of your mom's kitchen.
Yeah.
And your favorite coffee shop.
So
that's kind of what we were trying to approach.
So I see a bunch of folks sitting at the table. How do people find out about this? And how does this, it sort of must become sort of like another family for you, right?
Yeah, it's grassroots. It's really local, just word of mouth, just speak at a lot of groups, in front of a lot of businesses, churches, organizations, try to stay connected with the schools. So it's really, that's kind of how we've grown it. It's real grassroots work.
I can understand your inspiration and your desire to share. But how do you get the stuff to share? I mean, the big price on everything here is free.
Yeah, free.
What's free in America now?
Yeah, free. I'm learning free is not cheap.
Free.
It's very expensive. Yes.
Free costs you some time and money.
So free costs.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 100% donations from businesses, churches, individuals, organizations, even the schools. So local people, moms and dads, can bake brownies and bring them in, or restaurants like Sandwich and PJ Marley's and so many other, Panera, Giant Eagle, they just donate. So everything comes in and we just turn around and give it away. So
using that word passion, is it a bit like striking a match? You find somebody who gives a little, and next thing you know, it turns into a thing where they want to give more, and it grows?
It does multiply.
Yeah.
Kind of, there's a ripple effect, which is cool.
How do the students come in? Do they dribble in one at a time, or do they come in groups, or how would you describe the crowd now?
Yes,
the crowd
and
arrives?
both. Yes, yeah. Oh, after school, when the kids are out, it's like kaboom. 30, 40 teenagers in here at once, backpacks everywhere. It's a lot of fun. So they hang out, they eat, sometimes do homework,
right?
Shoot pool, play chess, and just it's a safe place for them to go. So like 100% of our students are latchkey kids. So there's not a mom or dad at home. So this really is that stopping spot where they can have a positive adult influence.
Recreation included.
Throw their book bags down,
yeah.
Have some conversation. We can ask them, how was your day? How's school going? Give them something to eat. And for some of the students, this is their dinner.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of money at home, food at home.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
You're a good guy.
So everything's free. Yeah.
Free. You don't hear about that very often.
Yeah.
Passion with purpose, and it's happening here. You wonder where your kids are in Medina? You might want to check Cups Cafe. Thanks a lot, Tim.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. If you would like to help Cups Cafe, head to their website, cupscafe.org, to see a list of needed items. And don't forget, there's a donation box right inside the cafe. This next story might be the feel-good video of the year. A very special classroom is teaching kindness and acceptance, and it all leads to one of the best thank you videos you will ever see. Take a look.
Jack, what was your favorite? Jack, what was your turn.
My classroom is second graders, and they are made up of many different ability levels. Noah is one of the most unique special students that I've had in 12 years.
When he first started school, because of his special needs and his diagnosis of autism, we sent him to a specialized school, and he really struggled there. And he felt broken, and we felt broken, and it was almost as if as soon as he ended up in Avon Schools, it was a game changer.
When we found out that Michelle Suspansky was going to be his teacher, we couldn't have been more excited, and it was like a weight lifted off of our shoulders.
She is like amazing. When I went here first time at school, and she knew right away that we would be best friends because she knew I had autism.
I do something in my classroom called a shout out bucket, and it is just little slips of paper, and it says shout out on it. And the students know that they can take a shout out and they can give someone else a compliment. And I got to the shout out from Declan, and I couldn't even read it without crying. And I finally spit it out, and Noah, for the first time in the time I've known him, was completely frozen. And he looked at Declan and he said, "Declan?" And then they both stood up and he said, "No one's ever said that to me before."
Thank you for teaching me that being different never matters.
I think the special thing about the shout out in particular from Declan, he identifies that Noah has obstacles as a result of his autism, but he doesn't see anything wrong with that.
He never just thinks about how different he is. He always just acts like a normal kid, just in a normal life, and just becomes the nicest kid.
Noah said all afternoon, "Spagansky, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna tell the kids thank you, but it's a surprise and you can't tell anybody, but I'm gonna email you what I do. You promise you'll show them?" And I said, "Yes, yes."
Thank you, guys!
Welcome to my house. Open up champagne.
Thanks, Ellie.
Listen to you tonight. Come on, celebrate. That's how we do it.
Thanks, Declan. Oh, boy.
The video was like nothing I've ever seen before. I will say that I wasn't surprised about his outlet that he used to thank the kids, because he loves to dance, and that is one of his most amazing traits. Seeing the joy on his face while he was dancing and thanking the kids and throwing up the shout outs as if they were confetti raining down on him, you could just feel the love that he felt and the acceptance that he felt because of the shout outs. I think my favorite part, as most people would agree, is at the very end where he says goodbye and then he decides, wait, no. There was so much more that had to be said.
Thank you guys so much. Bye. Oh, that's just, wait, no, not bye yet. You guys just stole my heart. You really did. And that was amazing. Thank you guys.
You can almost hear him in the video kind of get choked up if you listen when he's thanking them. That is something that I will take with me forever. My goal is not just for them to be tolerated by each other, because I feel like even in this world we live in, it's one thing to truly be kind, and it's quite another to be tolerated. And those are two completely different things. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt that in this classroom, no one is tolerated. Everyone is truly accepted. Thanks, dude.
Kindness really matters. What an incredible kid and classroom. Hey, still to come, 2 local women start a ministry on a dream and a prayer. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. 2 local women felt called to start a ministry, and they're putting positivity and prayer back in the world, one bread bake at a time.
Dear Lord, we come to you in Jesus' name. We just thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity. Swift and Swallows is a ministry, and we bake challah bread.
Up to that black line.
That is how we like to connect people and to go back and learn just what God means to you and what you mean to Him.
When you make challah, there is an exchange that happens. When you come to that bowl with your daily grind, I guess. So you want to get your flour out. It's the one in the big bag. And you just start pouring your heart into it, and you start dumping those prayers in there with every dump of the flour and the sugar and the salt. There's a heart exchange that happens. You know, God takes what is troubling you or what you feel like your prayers are about or what's going on that day, and He really just says, I'll take all of that, and in return, I'm going to give you this.
And the flour is really symbolic of, in the beginning, when God made Adam out of dust.
Each ingredient is symbolic of something in the Bible, and we pray over each and every one, and it's through our faith that those prayers go into that bread, and when they're given out to people, those people are able to actually take those prayers in, and they're blessed by it. You can go ahead and add the water mixture with the yeast and the sugar in it, and then just get in there with your hands and start kneading that dough together. We've had from 5 to literally 85. We've had girls, we've had boys, we've had men and women. Anybody can participate at all.
This is a great time to just start kneading in prayers.
It's just been really exciting to make that bread, and you've always got that extra loaf to share and give away to someone that you know or someone in your kid's school that you can give it to them, that they will take it to the community and really change someone else's day.
Look at Delbert, he's an old pro.
You're going to go ahead and just pinch off about an olive-size amount of your dough. This is the actual challah. This is the separated portion. And we really just, well, it symbolizes a first fruit offering, so it goes to God. The reason we wrap it up in the foil is because when you get home, you're going to take this and you're going to burn it, and you will just start to see a real pretty rise of smoke start to come up. That really just represents your prayers going up to heaven.
To me, it feels like by the time you leave a challah bake, you have come in as strangers, but you are leaving as family, and there is unity and friendship that is just birthed in that hour.
It means so many different things to different people, because different people it seems like they get exactly what they need out of it when they come to a bake.
Stephanie and Sarah will bring everything to you, or you could go to them. For more information on upcoming events, just head to their website, swiftsandSwallows.org, or like their Facebook page. At first glance, it looks like beautiful jewelry, but look closer and you'll see a much deeper meaning. It's called Carry Your Message.
Carry Your Message is a line of jewelry that I like to say is for everyday beauty inside and out. In the back of the jewelry, there's a little secret holder within the jewelry itself. Write your little message, slip it into the secret holder, and wear it. And only you know. It's beautiful inside or out because it's either a beautiful message and then the outside is the jewelry, which is beautiful. It came about years ago when I was a young adult wanting to make changes in my life and kept going back to the same old habit. You know, you get motivated in the morning and then you get in your day and you forget. So the next day you're like, oh man. So I got into motivational quotes. I loved them. They really resonated. And so as an artist, I decided I wanted to have that message with me, put it in my pocket, forget. Then I put it in my jewelry. And every time I looked in the mirror, it was like, oh yeah. Fast forward, I got a job in corporate America, worked in that for 25 years. Wellness coaching was just coming up. Got certified, started my own wellness coaching business, had private clients. Well, lo and behold, the same type of thing was happening with their goals. They would come in, oh, I forgot. And it got me thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember what helped me. So I kind of slowly closed that out and started the jewelry in 2014. People were getting it, they were buying them in multiples for women going through breast cancer, to support people. And then I myself had a medical accident with my eyes. It really was a turning point for me to really understand the mindset game. You know, you have to really have a positive outlook, and you can choose. You can be negative or you can be positive. I've been in Don Drum since 2014. Whenever anybody buys something, they get a starter pack. They get a small package with some blanks and with pre-typed quotes. I've added a new line where I will put in print words they may like, and it can be on that piece, or it can just be a necklace. I have this new Embrace collection where the metal edges just come around and just kind of embrace the message. I have copper, primarily sterling silver. I do some brass, but not much, but I also work in what's called precious metal clay, PMC. It's just like clay, but it's pure silver. A lot of times it connects one person to another, because you always know if somebody gives this to you, you think of them. You know, especially if they put a handwritten note. How many handwritten notes do you get today?
Check out carryyourmessage.com to find out more. Coming up next, go ahead and indulge. We are showing you cupcakes on a mission. Welcome back to a very special Passion and Purpose New Day Cleveland. Our next story combines a sweet tooth with a big heart. This is the Faithful Little Cupcake.
Well, the Faithful Little Cupcake is we started out as a cupcake business, and it has grown into many other bakery items, but basically we're a small business that focuses on giving back to kids. It kind of happened. I was mentoring a group of girls, and they were all about 13 or 14 years old. I found out after one of our classes together that 2 of them had never celebrated a birthday. Didn't have a birthday cake, didn't have the party, and with my kids, I thought everybody did that. So that weighed heavily on my heart, and I wanted to do something about that. So I set out to change that. We've donated over 500 cakes to kids in the community, and actually all over Ohio. Now that we have a presence up in the Cleveland area, we're venturing up there too. So with every wedding cake that we sell, we donate a custom-made cake to a child in the bride and groom's name. So when the child receives the cake, they're actually receiving it from the bride and groom. Well, we actually take some of our decorators into the schools, and we allow the kids to decorate 2 cupcakes. We teach them a little lesson on hygiene when they're getting ready to decorate the cupcake, and then we teach them a lesson on giving and how something as simple as a cupcake can change somebody's whole day. So the kids will decorate 2 cupcakes. They get to keep one because it's really hard to decorate and not be able to eat that. And then they tell us about who they're going to give the other one to. And it's wonderful to hear who they're going to give it to and why. So they always share that with us. We opened our cupcake shop in the middle of a recession, so that's not typically good business, but the community rallied behind us and they love the mission, and people really do like to know where their money is going now. So they have been incredible at supporting us. We actually have over 140 flavors now. We always have 6 of our main flavors. We have the Buckeye Blitz, the Muddy Cow, the Red Velvet. We have a lemon raspberry and the white wedding cake, also the birthday cake. Those are our main ones, and a lot of times the girls will come up with things that they just think will taste well together. So we have a double trouble, which is like a peanut butter cake with a Oreo whipped filling, Oreo buttercream, peanut butter ganache poured over top of it, crushed up Oreos. You know, we like to make it an experience as well as just something that tastes good or something for a party or for a birthday. So we want it to be just something a little more than your average cupcake. We just really try to choose things that are well worth every calorie that you consume. So we do have a big variety of cookies. We have our sandwich cookies. Everything's made from scratch. We do a lot of different brownies. Our brownies are huge. When I hire people in, I don't necessarily look for the skills that they have. Most of the people that we have here now, I've hired on character. It's very hard to train somebody to be a nice person. It's very easy to train them to decorate a cake. So we go that way. The girls know working here, they're never going to become rich. The whole reason they're here is to be able to give back to those kids. I am extremely blessed to be able to come in here every day. Each day that I walk in here, I still say, I can't believe this is happening. It started with something so little and just kind of snowballed. It's just a nice little way of us to be able to give back to the community.
You can find the Faithful Little Cupcake in Orrville and Worcester, or you can always check out their website at thefaithfullittlecupcake.com. Ready to shop for big-time bargains? A local thrift shop is doing more than just decorating your home. It's also helping the Humane Society.
For several years, our volunteers had a quarterly rummage sale, and we were very successful with that, but we lost that space. So when we were looking for a new space, we decided to change up the model and make it a thrift shop the next time. So now we're doing a thrift shop that's open 3 days a week, every week, and it's all donated items, and we ran largely by our volunteers with 1.5 paid people. We're benefiting the Humane Society of Summit County, so all the proceeds from the shop go to the Humane Society to help with its mission. We take in about 2,500 animals a year, and those animals are all victims of abuse, neglect, abandonment, illness, and injury, and we take care of them in our shelter in Twinsburg. So the money from the thrift shop goes to help with that mission. What they will find is anything but clothing. So we have a lot of house goods, housewares, we have furniture, we have collectibles, we have some antiques, we have a lot of books, we have a lot of records, we have some cooking utensils, we have some small appliances, we have a lot of artwork, just about anything other than clothing. You can either call us, you can look on our website to see a complete list of what we will and will not take. And just show up. We take donations Wednesday through Sunday. So people come in and they're unloaded in the back, and then once they're in the back, they're processed and then we're put on the floor. The prices are great. And we can do that because everything is donated. So we're very, very fortunate. We have a lot of donors who have been very generous in their donations. So we tell people, if you have a family member who's cleaning out their house or they're moving, think about us, because that's where we get a lot of our things. So if things have been here for a month or two, then we'll reduce them down to get them sold. So we have some clearance items, and that's what some of this is that you see today. Take your time, because there's a lot of stuff to see. And the other thing I would tell people is that it changes constantly. Every minute that we take in donations means there's more stuff coming out on the floor. And I come here at least once a week, and I'm surprised how fast it changes. So if you're here today, you might want to come back next week, because it'll be a totally different situation. Just remember, you're helping the animals. I mean, it's a significant revenue generator for us, and it really does make a huge difference for us. This shop will account for about 5% of our budgets in revenue, net revenue, so that's wonderful. So I think that's an added incentive to come here.
If you would like to help Happy Trails Thrift Shop, you can shop, donate, or volunteer your time. Head to the website below, summithumane.org/thrift-shop. More Passion and Purpose, a very special New Day Cleveland, right after this. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Our next stop is the epitome of passion and purpose. It's called Stewart's Caring Place Cancer Wellness Center, and it takes care of anyone who's been affected by cancer at no cost to them at all.
Stewart's Stewart's Caring Place is a nonprofit organization. We work with all of those on the cancer journey. So it can be a participant that's diagnosed with cancer, it can be a survivor, it can be a caregiver, a friend, a family member, anyone that has been touched by cancer. We provide a variety of programs and services at no cost in order to help those throughout their journey. Participants are either referred by physician or hospital, social worker, or through word of mouth, through just a family friend. We sit down and we talk about the different things their family might be experiencing and how some of our different services might be able to help complement what they're going through and how we can help them along the way. We have our wig room, where we provide 2 wigs at no cost for those that are currently undergoing treatment. We are able to play in that wig room, so if you have always wanted to be a redhead and you were a blonde, we can make that happen. We get really creative in there to make sure that everybody feels confident and comfortable as they leave Stewart's Caring Place. We also have our Healing Arts Suite, where we do a lot of our integrated care, such as Reiki, foot reflexology, aromatherapy facials, to be able to keep those that are currently going through treatment at a very relaxed state throughout their treatment plan. Our family room or family area, we provide a lot of different programs that touch all of our families, whether it's that itty-bitty newborn baby to that 90-plus-year-old adult, to be able to reach them where they're at. So we do a different family program every month, bringing in all of our kids and families to provide arts, crafts, activities, different foods, whatever we can do to really get our families to hold tight together for not only that social support, but also finding strength within each other. We do a lot of individual service as well. So if people have questions about wills, trusts, estates, financial planning, debt management, understanding your medical bills, understanding your insurance, we're able to do a lot of one-on-one consultations to be able to provide those services, so that way you don't have to worry about some of those things that you're going to face. All of our facilitators that put on our over 155 programs and services donate their time and professional talent. They're all licensed in their field of study to be able to put on all of our programs. We are adamant about providing all of our programs and services at no cost, making sure that finances aren't a barrier.
Stewart's Caring Place can always use donations and volunteers, and make sure you check out their website, stewartscaringplace.org. Turning loved ones' clothing into handcrafted, one-of-a-kind gifts. That's the specialty at Cherished Memories in Fabric.
I take your loved one's clothing and make an item for you to remember them always with. A couple of the examples are a giraffe. This top will be a giraffe like this one. Also do teddy bears, can do pillows. This was a custom order for somebody who wanted a butterfly. This is a scarf, well actually 3 scarves. Can make almost anything made of mousse for somebody who wanted a mousse made out of the curtains that were in the family's cabin. I've been sewing since I was probably 5 years old. I have my grandmother's machine, my mother's machine, and about 2 years ago my brother passed away. And he always wore polo shirts. So I made a bear out of 2 polo shirts, and then also made the shirt part that went over the bear, and gave them to my great niece and nephew as Christmas presents to remember their grandpa by. And relatively recently, my nephew, their dad, said, "I miss Grandpa." So my great nephew ran and got his bear and gave it to his dad and said, "This will help you remember Grandpa." So that's where it started, and it's just grown immensely. I mean, almost every day somebody calls me and says, "I have a sweatshirt, I have a fur coat." That's going to be a challenge. I haven't started that one yet. I can look at what you have, recommend what is going to work well. A small shirt like this, I think this is either a medium or a small, will make a good giraffe or a small bear. If you have a big shirt, like this was a medium, this is like a 14-inch pillow. A men's large or extra large shirt can be a 16-inch pillow. This is a men's medium shirt, and I made it into a tote bag. This is something new I started. This is 3 men's ties, and it's a little crossbody bag. I try to get the stories of the people that wore the outfits or that they're going to, so that I know a little bit more about it and can make it a little more personalized and a little more special. My best friend's mother-in-law just grabbed the pillow that I made and just squeezed it and smelled it, and it was like, this is, you know, my husband's here with me again. I feel like I'm touching someone's lives and part of their family, so I'm glad I can do this. It's just really, it's been fun. I get to meet a lot of people that I probably would not have met otherwise.
Head to their website, cherishmemoriesinfabric.com, for more information. Still to come on a special New Day Cleveland, Passion and Purpose. It's home improvement time at a fraction of the price and for a good cause. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Feel good about updating your house. Not only are you getting a fantastic deal, but you're helping Habitat for Humanity too. Check out Restore.
The Habitat for Humanity Restore is, we call it a discount home improvement store. So it's like a thrift store, but it meets Home Depot. So it's a place where people can come and donate their gently used home building supplies or, you know, appliances, furniture, and then we resell it to the public, and it's at a fraction of the cost. The items that come into our restores are from the general public, so people can schedule a pickup to their house. So we have people on our staff that'll answer the phone and they can schedule a pickup. Pretty soon we're going to be unrolling online scheduling, so they can actually go on and pick their time. And then people can also bring donations to our store sites. But we also get donations from contractors and different companies around town and different partnerships, which is great too. So we get a lot of industrial items. The Restore carries a broad range of items. So we have everything from small appliances like toasters and coffee makers to large appliances such as refrigerators and ovens and washers and dryers. And then we also have furniture like couches, chairs, hutches, vanities, tables, and then from that side of it, we also have building materials. We have cabinets, full cabinet sets. We have slab countertop, we have doors, windows. We have a partnership with someone to provide us recycled paint at a fraction of the cost. And then also, you know, the hardware, tools, door handles, all of that. So really, it can be from someone just doing a small DIY project to someone that wants to just do something fun, like paint a coffee table or, you know, repurpose something. We have it for them. We are really big on making sure that the quality product that goes out, whether it's donated or given to us from a company or contractor, is of a sellable standard. So we have people that test our lighting. We have people that look at rips, stains, and tears on our furniture. So we really want to put product out there that's sellable but also useful for people. At Restore, we really aim to be about 60 to 70% off of what a traditional item would sell at retail. So we really want to make it affordable for people and, you know, give them that option if they need to repurpose it to not be too far in financially. And then we also have a way of making sure items aren't on the floor too long. So if they're not selling at the price that we set, then we have a 25, 50, and 75% off color. And those change every month, so people can get things for 75% off. And I think that's a great way too, because it makes sure that, you know, we're not just keeping things on our floor and it's constantly moving. Restore's, you know, one of our funding sources now for Habitat for Humanity. So we get a lot of our support from the public, so people can give financial donations, companies sponsor houses, but we also utilize the proceeds from Restore to also be included in that. And with that, it's able to you know, we're able to use that funding to be even bigger. So last year we did about 30 houses, and so with that we spend about 65 to 70 on a rehab, $65 to $75,000. The Habitat for Humanity Restores are all over the country, and in Cuyahoga County we have 2 stores. We have one on the west side, which is West 110th, and then we have one on Northfield Road in North Randall, right across from the new Amazon fulfillment center. And you know, we're lucky to be one of the largest restore footprints in the country. So we have about 40,000 square foot here at the West 110th location and about 15,000 square foot over on the east side. So really, whether you live on the east or the west side, there's something for you, and we have customers that shop both.
Okay, you want to help? You can stop at one of the Northeast Ohio Restore locations, or you can donate. They'll even pick up your large donations for free. The website is habitat.org/restores. Okay, here's another feel-good story. People in Northeast Ohio providing free books to kids in need. It's called Cleveland Kids Book Bank.
The Kids Book Bank is a local nonprofit that is changing the game for children in need throughout Cuyahoga County. We opened in February 2016, and in just over 2.5 years, we have distributed 1.5 million amazing children's books to children and families in need in our community. Research shows that having books in the home and being read to as a child are the 2 most important predictors of academic success. Yet sadly, 2 out of 3 low-income families don't own a single children's book. Back in 2015, we partnered with an online bookseller who at the time was sending more than 100,000 amazing kids' books to be shredded because they were excess inventory. We partnered with this online bookseller and in 3 months opened the Kids Book Bank to bring these books to Cleveland.
We have more than 800 partners that help us get the books into the hands and homes of families, from home visitors from various agencies, visiting families, talking about the importance of reading, but more importantly, giving them the books to make it happen. And then there are school districts throughout the county that distribute our books 4 times a year. WIC, Women, Infants, Children, 18,000 children getting about 6 books from us during the course of a year. Libraries, food pantries, churches, we're always looking for new partners that can help us get books to kids because, frankly, you never know what book it's going to be or what person that's going to turn that kid into a reader.
A lot of our clients are, well, they're all low-income, first-time moms in Cuyahoga County, and a lot of them have no access to books, and they tell me it's not necessarily safe for them to make their way to the library. So this is a fantastic way that we can deliver books directly to them. We start giving them books when the moms are pregnant, and we continue delivering them until the babies are 2 years old.
One would think that the books that are being shredded are books that are just not the best books, but what actually is the situation is it's the books like Cat in the Hat and Magic Tree House and all the great books that everybody buys, so those are most in circulation.
The books are packed in the same categories, and then our partners order them online. So the volunteers really are key to getting the books from the huge Gaylords that they come in, which are humongous boxes, all mixed up in terms of reading level. Volunteers are the ones who make it possible for us to get the books ready for partners to pick up. We're always looking for more books. We encourage businesses, schools, to donate books. Right now, we are placing outdoor collection bins in suburban neighborhoods to make it convenient for folks to donate books, and we will soon announce the locations for those on our website.
This is beyond our wildest dreams. And again, it's all because our community has come together, joined in our mission, and made the difference for more than 95,000 children in our community and their families.
And of course, the Kids Book Bank can always use donations and volunteers. Just head to kidsbookbank.org for all the ways you can help. More New Day Cleveland right after the break. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. A local cafe serves a greater purpose. It's called Two Cafe and Boutique.
I opened the 2 Cafe and Boutique 4 years ago in order to accomplish the mission of the 2 Foundation. And the mission statement for my foundation is full integration into the local workforce for individuals with exceptionalities. And that's all been inspired by my son Derek. And so I needed the 2 Cafe and Boutique to accomplish our mission. And so I use this business. We're just a real cafe and a real boutique, farm to fork, hopefully the latest and greatest foods and products here. But I needed it in order to have a way to train our individuals right in the community from day one. So we're really a training center within a real business. I was reading in the Bible and it said 2 are better than 1. When 1 falls down, there's someone there to pick you up. And the return for your labor is even greater. And I was just like so excited because 2 really just explained that mentorship program within the workplace. And so I decided to call it the 2 Cafe and Boutique and you know, just make it work. And so that's where the name came from. We have a seasonal menu here because we always want the freshest food that we can get. But we do have a few things that we never take off our menu. And our most popular dish is something called the scramble. It's organic eggs with sweet potato hash, and you can do bacon or sausage, and you get a side of toast. We do, of course, avocado toast and peanut butter toast and all kinds of fun things with toast. Everywhere, you know, anywhere from the vegan to vegetarian to meat dishes, we run the gamut. We offer gluten-free bread, so any of our sandwiches can be done on gluten-free bread. We offer gluten-free bakery. We also bake all of the other things that you see in our little bakery stand in-house. And so everything is as fresh and as healthy, and nothing's processed here. In the boutique, again, I use it as a tool to train manufacturing, merchandising, marketing, and selling. And so some of the things that you'll find in our boutique have been made by our job seekers as they're in training. Other things that you're going to find in our boutique are other social enterprises. And so we have a company called Second Story Goods that doing amazing things in Haiti to build skill sets and create jobs for people in Haiti, and we sell their items here. There's another company that we work with called Badala. They're out of Africa, where they're rescuing people out of human trafficking, and they're building skill sets and creating jobs. We buy from them. There's a place called Thistle Farms out of Nashville, Tennessee. Again, bringing women in off the streets and giving them a new start. And we're buying candles from them and skincare and all kinds of great things. So when you shop at our boutique, you're going to help the foundation that we have, our 2 Foundation, but you'll also be helping so many other great causes. So there's a big variety in what we have here, all the way to clothing made in great working conditions. And a lot of the clothes that we have here, you'll see the signature of the woman that's made it. It's usually a woman, could be a man, but so we just have all kinds of really cool products here that are great to come in and shop for Christmas, or just to buy for yourself. Everything that they spend here is way beyond business, you know, that it's going to go to the cause that's so important to us. And I always say we're a small place with a really big dream.
Keep in mind, 2 Cafe and Boutique is closed on Mondays. Well, that's going to do it for our very special edition of New Day Cleveland. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were inspired. Passion and purpose. And maybe you can take your passion and serve it to great purpose. I love the show. I hope you did too. A lot of wonderful people out there making a difference. I'm David Moss, and I'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland.